Heel. Okay, so we've got a brand new dog with us today. This is 11 or 12-year-old Samantha. Heel. Heel. She's racing a little bit. Heel. We're going to slow it down. She's on a collar, and we don't want to pull too hard on her. I think she's got severe separation anxiety, according to her mom. And her mom, Alyssa, has a job where she has to work extra long shifts, and we've volunteered to take her into the fold, let her hang out with the dogs while her mom is at work. And so far, it's working out okay. The puppy, Fozzie, actually went after her in somewhat of an aggressive manner, so we're a little concerned about that. And we have seen the way Caesar reacted to her when they went into the backyard, or Canelo acted towards her in his backyard. But right now, they seem to be doing okay. Now, she's not used to walking on a leash with me the way I walk dogs, so we're going to allow her to do pretty much whatever she wants. Come around, but we still need to keep Canelo in line, and that should be interesting. We may actually switch over to a chain with him. We'll see what happens. Heel. I'm going to try to keep her close and see if it's anytime you grab a new dog and try to walk it with other dogs, and that you haven't trained yourself, you want to be a little more permissive than you would normally be. Like, normally we'll stop right here, halt, heel. She seems to be falling into line really well, but if she was pulling and if she's turning around on you, it's important not to pull too hard on her collar and kind of let her have her own way for a little while until she realizes what you need from her. That's at her age, I'm sure she's used to a certain way that she interacts with her family, and we don't want to start demanding things. It'll just freak her out, make her more nervous than she already is. But it's important to get her walking right away, get her used to hanging out with the rest of the dogs. And Canelo is kind of off to the races here, so if he continues to do that, we're going to... she just kind of stops whenever she wants to check anything out. Looks like a little bit of leash play as well. So we're going to be tolerant, but we're going to try to keep her moving at the same time. And of course, Canelo sees her doing that, so he thinks it's okay for him to do that. Halt, sit, stay. And we can't do that. Samantha, sit. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Samantha, sit. Stay. Good girl. Good girl, Sam. It's just so important with a dog that's staying with you for the first time to not only be patient, but to be extra kind. Say their name a lot. Let them know that everything's okay. Protect them from the other dogs. If another dog is bothering them, cradle them up. Take them away from the rest of the dogs. Let them know that you're in their corner. You're there to protect them from anything that might hurt them. They're in a new place. They don't understand why they're there. It's really important to make sure they don't get traumatized on their first day in the puppy daycare, and that they know that you have their undivided attention as much as possible, that they have your undivided attention as much as possible. Halt, sit, stay. Halt, sit. Good girl, Sam. Good girl, Samantha. Just a good girl. Heel. 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 So Samantha's on the left. I'm not really sure how she's been walked in the past. Canelo doesn't do well on the right, just simply because he's used to halt, sit. Simply because he has always been walked on the left and he's used to it. So it's a little foreign to him. I've done it before with him. So we're going to take the chain. Instead of jingling it, we're going to bring it all the way up. And we're just going to walk him for a little while. Hip. Sorry, buddy. Samantha, come on. Good girl. She listens and responds really well. I have a feeling that she's been trained to walk well by her parent, and she's just going to fall into place. If, as we've spoken before, anytime you're walking a dog, it's important that they're focused on the walk. They're not pulling off to the side to check out every smell. Come on, Samantha. And a lot of dogs aren't walked that way. A lot of dogs are walked on a long 6 foot to 8 foot leash. They're allowed to like pull and lead, and we don't walk that way, but we also make sure that when we get where we're going, they get to play. They get rewarded for walking right next to you. They get rewarded for being focused on the walk and not pulling, sniffing the ground. So when we ask them to keep their head up, head up, head up, halt, sit, sit, Samantha, sit. So we're going to use her name because I think that's what she's used to. We don't usually use the dog's name when we give commands, but for her, we're going to be really patient. Samantha, sit. Sit. Good girl. Good girl, Samantha. Good girl, Sam. Heel. And we're just going to take a short walk. We're not going to get too crazy today and go on a long walk with her. She's an older dog. We're assuming she doesn't... I've talked to the owner. She doesn't have any glaring health problems. She does have a supplement that goes with her food. And we'll make sure that she gets that when she eats this evening. Yep. But short of that... So Canelo is unfocused. He sees that my focus is on her. And he's still at the state in his training that he takes advantage of situations like that. If he can tell that I'm not really focused on him, he'll start doing stuff that he did when he first started his training. But when you start changing your focus over to him, sorry buddy, it keeps sliding down. It's kind of odd. I have it in my right hand and it's very difficult for me to keep it up there. So he's falling into place, but he's still trying to race a little bit. We'll just jingle it. Heel. 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 So we're going to find a shady spot, let them sit down, see if they just want to hang out for a little bit. There's no real training involved here today. It's going to hip, and of course Canelo, as soon as he smells the grass, hip, 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 hip. And this is where Canelo's squirrel lives, right up in that tree. So this is where he's least focused. So we want to use it as a little bit of a training exercise and put him right under the tree where his squirrel lives. See how he does. Halt, sit. Good boy. Good boy. And we'll give him some treats. Tell him what good dogs they are. Offer him some water. We're not sure if they're going to take any at this point, but it can't hurt. I know. And it looks like Canelo is commandeering the bull. Good girl, Samantha. Good girl. Good girl. Want some more? Oh, that's a good girl, Samantha. Good girl, sweetie. Yeah, Samantha's thirsty. She might have been a little nervous before. Too nervous to drink water. So it's really important to carry water with you everywhere you go. Not for the humans, but for the dogs, you know. And sometimes it's good for the humans to get some water too. Oh, cigarette butt in the mouth. Yep, we don't want that. I know. Oh, he dropped it. You want a drink? Beautiful day out here today. Nice cool breeze in the shade. Both dogs are really comfortable, so we're just going to let them sit here for a minute. Biggest part for dogs once they're trained is to take them out, get them focused on what you need them to do, but also get them to relax, enjoy themselves, have a good time. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, sir. Good boy. Good boy. You want some more? Good boy, Canelo. The reason I encourage dogs to drink and tell them how good they are is high praise for drinking, simply drinking water or laying down in the shade is it encourages them. It's like they know that you realize it's good for them and you want them to do it and they want to please you. So they'll do it more often when you praise them and tell them what a good dog they are just for drinking water, just for, hanging out and laying down and relaxing, and you see them sigh and let go of all the stress and you tell them, oh my gosh, good boy, good girl. It lets them know that this is what you need for them, that this is what you want them to do. And so whenever they drink water, I praise them just as highly, because sometimes when they're nervous or on a long walk and they're thirsty, but they are in a place that's foreign to them, that they don't really want to be, especially Canelo, for a long time, he wouldn't just drink water. He could be walking for 2 miles and I'd get him back to my place and he wouldn't want to drink. He would pace around because he was a nervous dog. He wasn't comfortable there. So the first time that he drank, I actually gave him a treat, rewarded him, told him what a good dog he was. It just helps him to calm down, relax, because you're doing the best thing that you can for your dog, and you're telling them how great they are because they're listening. So even when you're just trying to help them, it's important to tell them how good they are when they listen to you. Do you want some more? Do you want another drink? There you go, Samantha. Unfortunately, I don't know Samantha, so I can't let go of her leash. Hey! Oh, and Canelo is taking possession of the water. Now that his paw's been in it, we're going to see if Samantha, you want another drink? Want another drink? Come here, Samantha. Good girl. So we're just holding... There you go. She likes to drink out of the bottle, too. Oh, good girl. So we're learning stuff about Samantha. She'll drink right out of the bottle, which means she'll probably drink out of a hose. So if we take her down to the dock, we can use the potable water on the dock and let her drink right out of the hose. She's a real sweet girl. Hey, Canelo. Hi, buddy. Still have Canelo on the chain, just kind of waiting for him to calm down a little bit. He seems really accepting of her. Like most dogs, he wants to play hard when he's in his own backyard, but once he gets to the point where he's walking with them and he's gotten to know them a little bit, even for a few minutes, he just kind of calms down and ignores them. Yep. Oh, I'm going to take him off the chain. I don't want to be pulling on his neck. Good boy. This would be a good time to have brought a longer lead for Canelo so he can just sit a few feet away so he doesn't have to be so close, so he can go off into the grass and lay down. So normally when I take him for a walk, I just got a little distracted this morning. I bring the short leash for walking, and I bring a 6-foot... Actually, I take that back. I've got a leash for Canelo right here. In my haste to leave the house, I thought I'd forgotten it, but I did not. So we're going to let him wander off. There you go, buddy. Get a few feet away so he can investigate and hopefully just sit down and relax. Yep. Good girl, Samantha. Hi, Samantha. Yeah, she's still nervous. She's still turning towards me and then turning away, which is a perfect example of a dog that is just not real comfortable yet with the whole situation, but she's such a sweet dog. I can just see her calming down in the next couple hours and fitting in with the rest of the crew. Hi. Can you sit? Can you sit? So we're actually going to take both of these dogs for a ride so they can be in the truck together and see how both of them react to each other. It's a way that they can both bond a lot quicker. Good boy. Good boy, Canelo. That's a good boy. Come here, Sam. Hi, Samantha. Hi, sweetie. You're such a good girl. It's okay, Caesar. Caesar. I keep calling Canelo by his dad's name. I hope Caesar doesn't mind. Oh, yes. It's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are a good boy. Canelo is such a sweetheart. He's such a good dog. And, of course, when you walk him, dog owners will cross the street with their dogs. They'll get nervous because of what he is. And you can't really approach them and tell them that the dog's friendly. And, of course, he still does pull towards other dogs because he wants to play. And, unfortunately, that intimidates dog owners, and they don't want anything to do with him. They try to get their dogs away from him. But what we are going to do this week is we're going to introduce him to Bruno. Bruno is a dog that's been acting out aggressively, and I think Canelo is going to be the perfect dog to help calm him down, to play with him. Canelo has absolutely no fear of any other dog, and he's playing, can be rough at times and dominant, but it also creates a bond with the other dog. And he's played with Fozzie, the puppy, for the last almost 2-3 months, and they have honestly become really close friends. They'll play really rough together, and then they'll lay right next to each other for an hour. So it's a really good thing to have a dog like Canelo in play mode with a dog that is insecure, aggressive, and has some issues with other dogs, and especially with other people. The more you can get your dogs to run and play and get all their energy out. And so now he wants Samantha. He didn't notice the other dogs. He was focused on Samantha. But now that Samantha has noticed the other dogs, Canelo is sit, stay, lay down. So Canelo needs prompts so he doesn't get up. You just ask him to stay. And this is hip, sit, sit, sit. Good boy. This is 100% the polar opposite of Canelo 4 months ago. Canelo would have been pulling me right off this park bench to get to those dogs. So this is good. This is especially in the park. We had little or no control over this dog when we first started training him in this park. Halt, sit. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Canelo. All right. So this is just a little bit about how we want to treat the dogs when we're out on a walk, when we take a break, how we want to speak to them really kind, encouraging, and always let them know that they're doing a great job at all times. You guys ready to go? Want to go home? Did you want more water? Samantha, did you want some more water? Hip. And Canelo is biting on her leash. Out, sit. 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 Good. See. Canelo, sit. Good boy. So again, we're trying not to use her names, but with Samantha, we're going to use her name all day today to encourage her and make sure that she understands that everything's okay. And she's in a safe place. Whether it's in the park or the house, we're going to encourage her to play with other dogs. We may have an issue with Fozzie, the puppy, and we're going to confront that. If I have to keep her in the room with me for a while and slowly introduce him, we can do that. His reaction is honestly not what I expected. I expected him to try to play with her, but he actually growled and jumped at her, probably just wanting to play, but obviously playing too rough for a 12-year-old dog. And Fozzie's getting bigger now. He's over 50 pounds. So we just want to be careful that she doesn't get hurt. Samantha, here you go, sweetie. A little bit more? Oh, sorry. Now, let's leave this. Oh, and there's a cap. There you go, guys. Halt. Okay, we're going to try to stack them. We've talked about this before. We're going to try and walk them right next to each other, see how that goes. Heel. So we're going to tighten up on Samantha's lead and walk her right here. Heel. 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 And she's not comfortable with it. She's pulling. She's trying to get ahead and get away from him. Yep. So we'll stop that. Come around. Come around. Oh, sit. Samantha, sit. Samantha, sit. Samantha, sit. Good girl. Sit. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Good girl, Samantha. Good girl, Sam. Heel. Heel. We'll just slow them both down. Samantha's pulling against her collar and it's making her choke a little bit, so we're going to pick up our pace a little. Canelo prefers to go quicker anyway. We're just going to try to gently slow her down a little bit. Hip, halt, sit, stay. That's the reaction we usually get from Canelo when there's a dog. Halt, sit, halt, sit, halt, sit, halt, sit, halt, sit, halt, sit. Up. Stay. Stay. That's the Canelo we know and love. Stay. Halt, sit. Halt, sit. Halt, sit. Halt, sit. Hip. Come around. Hip. Heel. 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 It's making Samantha nervous. Okay. Halt, sit. Halt, sit. Just want to stay patient, not get excited. Remember, everything you feel goes on. Hip, 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 sit, hip, sit, hip, sit. Heel, heel, heel. Should we slow everything down? Hip. Unfortunately, Samantha is going to have to slow down with us. I'm going to try to make it not too tough on her. Halt, sit, halt, sit. Halt, sit. Halt, sit. We haven't had this reaction. Okay. We haven't had this reaction with Canelo in some time. So we're going to take it real nice and slow and just work them through it. Hop, hip, head up. Good boy. Heel. Heel. Yeah, we got Samantha pulling pretty hard against her. Heel. Samantha, heel. Halt, sit. Halt, sit. There you go. Heel. Heel, 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 heel. So a lot of people would just race him out of here, go as fast as they can to get him away from the loose dog that's running around. If our cameraman pans right behind him, we'll see we have another gentleman walking his dog, and then we have another one on a leash. So the worst thing we can do at this point is to rush them out of here. Okay, now we found out that Samantha likes to go play with other dogs, so we're learning more about her. She wanted to go after that dog there and play. They're just in play mode and halt, sit. So the best thing we can possibly do for them is to remain patient. Allow him to whine. Heel. When we walk slowly, deliberately, heel, and make him heel. Heel. Again, he's on the right side, so it makes it even more difficult because he's not comfortable there. He hasn't been trained there. Heel, 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 heel. I don't want her to get hurt. I'm going to let her go ahead. Heel, heel. I'm actually going to switch over. Come around. Halt, sit. There we go. Heel. Yeah, it's a completely different Canelo when you change him over to your left. If the dog hasn't been trained, halt, sit, come around, Come around. As I say that, he got all squirrely. Halt, sit. Heel, 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 heel. Remember your training. No matter what, you can't hurt the dog. The dog, you have to use the same technique with the choker. If you're under stress, if you're trying to move the dogs through a stressful situation, you have to slow down, you have to think. The choker was starting to slide down onto his throat, and as we've talked about this hundreds of times, that can hurt the dog. So we always check, we make sure we still have slack in there. We make sure that we've got him under control, but that we're not hurting him. We're letting Samantha go ahead a few feet. She seems more comfortable there. I don't want her pulling against her collar. So because I haven't trained her, she's going to go out ahead by about 4 feet, and we'll see how that works. Heel. I'm going to drop Canelo's chain. Heel, 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 heel. Her walking ahead is creating his need to race a little bit and keep up with her, but we're going to keep him in check. Come around. Come around. Heel, 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 heel. We'll bring her back just a little bit, see if she'll stay with me without pulling. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, we're at a pretty good pace right now. She's a great dog. She's really receptive. She listens well. She's just a little nervous right now. She'll fall into place. Sorry, Samantha. She actually seems to listen well on either side. Halt, sit. Good boy. Yeah, I know, it's crazy day. You're such a good boy. Heel. 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 Good girl, Samantha. Good girl. Yeah, I've got her shortened up and she's all but stopped pulling. She's just keeping pace with him, which is a pretty quick pace right now. He's still pretty excited. So we're going to slow it all down. Heel. Heel. Halt. Heel. No matter what the situation, you're still in control. And if they're pulling you, if they're racing with you, and what you're doing to curb that doesn't work, you stop them. If you have to stop 100 times, you stop 100 times. Halt. Sit. So Canelo continues to pull. We're going to put the chain back up. Make sure we have it placed in the safety zone. Come around. Good girl, Sam. Heel. 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 Sorry, guys. You cut that out, right? Somewhere on my body. It's either dog spit or human spit. They both lubricate really well. Yep. Slickery. I'm feeling this on my beard. Good puppies. Yep. 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 So Canelo is definitely having a day. I've noticed a few inconsistencies, things that we all but had trained out of him. He's starting to backslide a little bit, so we want to be really careful the way we walk with him. If he's pulling against the soft lead, we want to make sure that we switch over to the chain. You know, you're not going backwards unless you let the behavior continue. So we're going to go ahead and just keep working with them. Oh, You. Depending on the temperature of the truck, it's been sitting in the shade. We might let Samantha sit in there for a few minutes, and I would like to work him off lead depending on what time we're at. And I think we're going to call this one short so that we can get back to Fozzie. He's sitting in the apartment all by himself, and then we'll try to reintroduce Samantha to Fozzie and see how that goes. Halt, sit. So, halt, sit. Good boy. Samantha, sit. Good girl. Oh, it's okay. You can stay. Good girl. Samantha's still nervous. We're going to kind of let her do, again, whatever she wants. Okay, so it's only 10:38, so we've got some time. Actually, I think I'm going to change that. I think we'll go ahead and put both dogs in the cab and drive them around. Go get Slurpees and, see if they can't get their brain freeze on.